Stop waiting for the perfect moment, start now. Have you ever told yourself, I'll start when I'm ready? I'll chase that dream when I have more money. I'll be confident when life finally gets easier. Let me tell you something, there is no perfect moment. Because life doesn't hand you the right time, it hands you the right opportunity. And the opportunity is always right now. I've met people with extraordinary dreams, people who want to start businesses, write books, change lives, and yet, they're waiting for confidence, clarity, or courage to just appear. But courage doesn't show up before the act. Courage is built during the act. When I first started on my own journey, I was scared. Not butterflies in the stomach scared. I mean paralyzed with fear. I thought, what if I fail? What if nobody listens? What if I'm just not good enough? And then, one day, I read a line that changed everything. It said, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So I started small. One video, one idea, one act of courage. It wasn't perfect. The lighting was bad, my voice was shaky, and half the people who watched it were just my friends feeling sorry for me. But here's the thing, every masterpiece starts as a messy draft. Every successful person you admire was once a beginner. The difference between those who make it and those who don't, it's not luck, it's action. They simply started when they weren't ready. Now, let's talk about why it's so hard to start. Psychologists call it the activation energy barrier. It's the mental resistance that happens before we begin something new. Mel Robbins calls it the 5-second rule, that if you don't act on an idea within 5 seconds, your brain will kill it with excuses. Your brain isn't trying to ruin your dreams, it's trying to protect you from discomfort. But here's the truth, growth and comfort cannot coexist. Every time you choose growth over comfort, you're rewiring your brain for success. Every small action, reading one page, making one call, taking one step, sends a signal to your mind that says, I am becoming the person I want to be. And with repetition, confidence grows. Confidence is not the absence of fear, it's the result of doing things despite fear. Instead of asking, what if I fail? Ask, what if I fly? Instead of saying, I'm not ready, say, I'm ready to learn. Because here's the secret, the gap between who you are and who you want to be is bridged by consistent, imperfect action. You don't need a 10-year plan. You need 10 seconds of courage again and again. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to start moving in the right direction. Even if it's slow, even if it's messy. Because motion creates momentum, and momentum changes everything. So, here's my challenge for you today.
And one day, you'll look back and realize that the moment you were waiting for was the one you just created. The best time to start was yesterday. The next best time is now. Would you like me to make this sound more conversational and scripted for YouTube delivery with pauses, tone cues, etc., so it feels exactly like something Mel Robbins or Jay Shetty would say on camera? I can format it that way for recording. Instead of asking, what if I fail? Ask, what if I fly?